The world's getting crazier by the day. And if you think someone's coming to save you, think again. Welcome to Patriot Prepper, where we don't just survive, we thrive when things go south. Whether it's the shit hits the fan, zombie apocalypse, or a good old fashioned power outage, we're here to make sure you and your family are ready for anything. So if you're tired of relying on luck and want real world survival strategies, gear reviews, and straight up no BS prepping advice, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and let's get to work. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in uncertain times. Over the past few years, thousands of individuals with questionable backgrounds have entered our country. Who they are, what are they planning, and how vulnerable are we? More importantly, how can you protect yourself and your loved ones? Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into real and present danger that no one else is talking about. Before I start though, please, I want y'all to share, like, and if you haven't did it yet, subscribe. But please share this video with people that you care about, you love, and that need to watch this video. Because the things that we're going to be going over and talking about today in this video, well, to be honest, YouTube is not going to play it very much. I've already did 2 other videos kind of like on the same lines of this, and no playtime really. You have to actually go in there and search it, right? They don't want this getting out. So please share this video. First, let's talk numbers. We all know from intelligence reports and government sources that thousands of individuals with potential ties to terrorist organizations have crossed into our country in the United States in this last few years. Now, some of them, they're sleeper cells, blending into society, waiting for the right moment to act. Others, well, they're already embedded in our communities, working jobs and planning in the plain sight. The scary part, thousands of these individuals are unvetted. That means we have no idea who they are, where they're at, or what their intentions might be. Think it's fear-mongering? Now think again. Just last year, border authorities reported a record number of encounters with individuals from countries known for terrorist activities. And those are just the ones that we've caught. Now imagine how many slipped through unnoticed. Before we go any further, I would like to read you something. Now, what I'm about to read to you comes from a weekly intel brief that I receive every Monday. This is from Sarah Adams. She is a CIA targeter officer. And let me go ahead and I'll read this brief. This is the brief right here. Surveillance of churches in the U.S., awareness reporting and security measures. Churches across the U.S. have been experiencing a concerning trend of surveillance activities. These incidents typically involve 1 to 4 individuals entering religious establishments and attempting to record interior areas, particular spaces where congregants gather. Exterior surveillance include photographs of parking lots, entryways, and exits have also been reported. Suspects often ask pointed questions about church operations, including service durations, attendance number, live stream capabilities, security measures, and exit locations. Most incidents occur outside of service hours, although some have taken place during live services. When these individuals remain for the service, they rarely participate in activities and instead focus more on the building's interior features than of those leading the service. In many cases, those conducting the surveillance do not return. Some have employed cover stories claiming that their religious elders encourage them to explore other faiths, often asserting affiliations with Islam or Hinduism. Reports of these incidents have emerged from multiple cities in California, Florida, Virginia, Washington, Illinois, Texas, Ohio, as well as Arizona and West Virginia. Over the past several months, the frequency of these events have increased significantly, suggesting a growing trend that warrants increased awareness. It says why this matters. The similarity in modus operations across multiple states suggests these surveillance efforts may be coordinated or inspired by other reported incidents. Given the geographical spread and increased frequency of these activities, they could indicate pre-attack surveillance for potential terrorist activity or organized crime, such as robbery rings. Churches often hesitate to report suspicious activity, but this redundancy can allow threats to persist undetected. Several documented cases of suspected terrorists casing churches highlighted the need for vigilance, and every incident should be taken seriously. Additionally, organized crime groups have targeted religious establishments for theft and other criminal activities. By reporting these incidents, churches can help law enforcement better track down access potential threats. And of course, so what do you do if you witness suspicious activity? Report it immediately. Contact both local law enforcement and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. Even minor incidents contribute to the broader intelligence picture. Document visitor information. Make standard practice to record IDs of all visitors, no exceptions. I mean, I don't know how many churches actually do that, but strengthen your network. Build relationship with nearby churches and business to share information about suspicious activity. A community-wide watch enhance security. And it just goes on telling you about what more the churches should be doing. I ain't gonna read the whole thing, but churches must take a proactive stance in recognizing and responding to surveillance efforts. By staying vigilant, reporting incidents, and implementing security measures, congregations can enhance safety and deter potential threats. Awareness and preparedness are key to protecting religious communities from harm. Additionally, efforts to monitor areas where children gather, limit access to these areas, and be vigilant and for individuals with suspicious motives will further strengthen churches' defenses. All right, so that right there was a weekly brief that I get, right? So as you heard, they're already doing their surveillance and recon. I mean, that's some scary shit right there. But so if you would like to receive this CIA intel brief by Sarah Adams, I'll tell you how to do it. All right. So go to the Sean Ryan Show and sign up. I would highly suggest you do it. It's completely free, and he's doing some amazing shit over there. All right. He's had this lady on, Sarah Adams, on several times. I would suggest you to watch it. I will tell you, it's about an hour and a half long, but if you watch it and you listen to it, I mean, it's some scary shit, right? Some unbelievable shit that is going on in the background that most of the population don't know about. I believe it's episode 149. But all right, let's get back on track. I just wanted to read you all that because this is kind of going to go on with my video that we're doing today, right? And the topic. So I want to talk about what makes America such an attractive target for these terrorists. All right. It boils down to three main key factors. Okay. One, so global tensions and open borders, which I know as of now, our borders is really not open thanks to Donald Trump. But the damage is already done. Okay. So whether it's from foreign adversaries or homegrown extremists, tensions are high right now. With the sheer volume of people that had entered the country both legally and illegally, there is no telling who's coming in or what their intentions are, right? The second one, critical infrastructure weakness, okay? What I mean by that is the power grid, Major fuel pipelines and financial systems are all pretty damn shockingly easy to disrupt. I mean, one cyber attack could send the entire region, into chaos. Third one, complacency and soft targets. Americans are comfortable. Face it. Maybe too damn comfortable. Shopping malls, stadiums, transportation hubs, churches, even our own drinking water supplies are soft targets, just waiting to be exploited. So, how vulnerable is our infrastructure? Well, America's infrastructure was built for convenience, not for security. And that, my friends, is a major problem. Let's break that down. So, power grid. A single coordinated attack on key substations could plunge entire states into darkness for weeks, if not longer. No electricity means no communication, no running water, no functioning hospitals. Next, we have our water supply. Our water treatment plants are incredibly exposed. Contaminating the city's water supply doesn't take much. Just one person with right chemicals and access. Think about it. No matter where you live, drive in your city or your town, go by your water supply, your water treatment plants. Tell me what you see. Anyways, next, transportation. Think subway systems, bridges, tunnels, choke points that could turn mass casualty sites in seconds. Remember 9/11? One coordinated attack can bring down the entire city to its knees. That's what we don't want to happen again. And next, cyber warfare. Terrorists don't even have to be here physically anymore to cripple our country. A cyber attack on our banking systems could wipe out savings, shut down ATMs, and cause mass panic overnight. Could you imagine how bad it would get if people couldn't access their money? Pretty damn crazy. They couldn't pay for food because all they had was their debit card. That's why I stress, keep cash on you. Whether it be at your home, in your safe, in your wallet, your purse, but keep cash on you and keep enough of it. Guys, cash don't weigh a lot. You carry a lot. All right, so how an attack could happen. So this is just my way of thinking, but how I think an attack would actually go down, some of the more likely scenarios would be cyber attacks on infrastructure. Hackers would pretty much take down the power grid, banking systems. They could even hack to air traffic control, throwing the nation into total chaos. And then coordinated mass shootings. Small, well-planned attacks on shopping centers, schools, places of worship. And that would spread fear fast. And that'd be very bad. But that's where these cowards like to do it, right? They want an easy target. Next, dirty bombs or explosives, right? Terrorists don't need nuclear weapons. A well-placed homemade explosive in a major city could cause mass panic. And then also there's biological and chemical attacks. Think anthrax, smallpox, even a poison, or even poison in the city's water supply. The ripple effect would be catastrophic. All right, so high-risk locations to avoid. All right, let's be real. Terrorists don't target remote cabins in the woods, right? They go where they could inflict the maximum casualties and chaos. Here's where you should be extremely cautious. Sporting goods and concert events, right? Packed stadiums with minimal escape routes, public transportation, subway, buses, train stations are prime targets. Shopping malls and markets are crowded easy access and hard to secure. Tourist attractions, right? High visibility means high impact, right? And then, of course, government buildings, often target for symbolic reasons, I guess. All right. Now, here's what you need to do to protect yourself and your family. Avoid these high risk locations, right? Stay away from high density public areas whenever possible. If you're at a stadium or a mall, always have an escape route planned. Okay, that's very important. Situational awareness, man, keep your head on the swivel, folks. If something feels off, trust your gut. Know where the exits are. Look for unattended bags. Pay attention to people's body language. Next, have an emergency plan. Have a designated meeting spot for your family members. Keep your go bag ready with essentials like water, food, first aid, and self defense tools. And then stock up on essentials. If an attack disrupts supply chains, you don't want to be one of those ones panicking and fighting over the last can of beans. Stockpile food, water, medical supplies, and protection equipment and gear. And then the fifth one, stay informed, right? Follow independent news sources. Use emergency alert apps. Listen to police scanners. Stuff like that. Being informed is half the battle. All right, next. So, how to spot a potential attack. Unfortunately, most people ignore the warning signs until it's too late, but you won't. Here's some things you need to look out for. One, unusual behavior. Nervously pacing back and forth, maybe excessive sweating. Heavy clothing in warm weather. That means they're probably hiding something. Um, Abandoned bags, right? Never assume it's harmless. Always want to point it out. Stay away from it, but let authorities know. Surveillance and recon. Watch for people taking notes, measuring distances, or testing out security responses. And then dry runs. Small scale incidents meant to test reactions before the real attack. That means if something, a little type of attack or something like that happens, um, most time they're just doing their dry run to see how long it takes for the police, ambulances, or first responders to get there. Okay. All right. So, how to stay safe during an attack? If you ever find yourself caught up in an attack, remember some crucial steps. First one, run. Escape if possible. Know multiple exits and ways that you have to get out. Number two, hide. If running is not an option, find solid cover. Not just concealment, but cover. Something where bullets and maybe a bomb blast will not obstruct and go through, okay? Next, fight. As a last resort, attack with whatever you have, right? Because at this point, your survival depends on it. And then the fourth one is stay aware, right? Even after an attack, secondary attacks often follow. So stay alert. All right, so how to prepare and prevent, okay? I'll tell you the best way to survive an attack is never be there. Prevention is the key. Here's how to stack the odds in your favor. One, avoid high risk areas. We talked about those places earlier. Be strategic about where you go and when you go. Two, practice situational awareness. Always know your surroundings. Very important. That's your number one survival skill, folks. Situational awareness. All right. Learn it and use it. All right. Next one, carry self defense tools, firearms, pocket knife, hell, even like maybe a tactical pin. All right. If you're not into guns, knives, maybe pepper spray. These are all lifesavers. All right. The fourth one, have an emergency plan. Know where to meet up with your family if something bad happens, if cell towers go down. Have a meeting spot, especially if you're going to these bigger places, right? Stadiums, malls. Hey, where are we going to meet back up? Let's meet back up at the truck, or hey, we're going to meet up at gate G, whatever it might be. But not only have an emergency plan, but also have a backup plan to that in case your first one fails or you can't get to it, okay? And then also stay informed. Follow intelligent reports and security updates. All right, folks. So this isn't about fear, man. It's about preparation. The threats are real, but you don't have to be a victim. Stay alert, stay prepared, and stay safe. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more survival content, and share this with someone you care about. Because knowledge is power, and together we can stay ahead of the storm. Listen, the world isn't getting any safer. You can sit back and hope for the best, or you can get ready. On this channel, we don't play games. We prepare for reality. If you're serious about protecting yourself, your family, and your future, then hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, because when the time comes, the people who prepare will survive, and everyone else, well, they'll be begging for help. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Stay sharp, stay ready, stay alive. Please share this video with people that need to see it, people you care about, people you love. And remember, those who prepare today will survive tomorrow. Thank y'all. Patriot Prepper out.